Okay, hello everybody. What's going on? My name is Muhammad. Welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve for the unknown constant a. So the problem that we're given here is the integral is that if the integral from 0 to a, which is a constant, an unknown constant, multiplied by pi over 4 of 1 divided by 1 minus sine x over a dx, if that is equal to the square root of 6, then find the value of a. So in order to solve for a, what we can do here, we need first of all to find a finite value for the whole integral and then equate that with the square root of 6, and then based on that we can find the value of a. So to do this, first of all, what we can do, we can rationalize the expression here. Okay, so the integral from 0 to a pi divided by 4 of 1 over 1 minus sine x over a. So to rationalize this expression, we need to multiply by 1 plus sine x over a over 1 plus sine x over a dx. Okay, so with that we are multiplying the whole expression by 1. Okay, if we're multiplying by the same quantity and dividing by the same quantity, then as if we are multiplying by 1, so nothing is changing here. Okay, now we can notice that the two denominators are basically going to give us a difference of two squares. So the whole integral is going to be equal to the integral from 0 to a pi divided by 4 of, now 1 minus sine x over a multiplied by 1 plus sine x over a is going to give us 1 minus sine squared of x over a. And of course, the numerator is going to be 1 plus sine x divided by a dx. Now, the denominator can be rewritten as the cosine, right? The denominator can be written as the cosine squared of x divided by a, and of course the same numerator. Okay, and then we can basically split the numerator over the denominator and split the integral into two integrals. Okay, so that's going to give us the integral from 0 to a pi over 4 of 1 over cosine squared. That's going to give us secant squared of x over a. So that's our first integral. And the second integral is going to give us sine divided by cosine squared. So we can split that into sine divided by cosine. So that's going to give us a tangent of x over a. And 1 over cosine is going to give us secant of x divided by a. And we're going to close the bracket. And that's going to give us dx and also dx. Okay, now it is straightforward. The first term here, the integral of secant squared is basically tan. Okay, tan of x over a, but we need basically to divide by the derivative of x over a, which is 1 over a. So if we divide by 1 over a as if we are multiplying by a, and the second term secant tan, the integral of secant tan is basically secant, but again we need to divide by the derivative of x over a, which is 1 over a, which is equivalent to multiplying by a. So a secant x over a, and we need to evaluate that from 0 to a pi over 4, and of course we need to equate that with the square root of 6. Okay, so this implies that of course we can take a as a common factor, okay, and then we can substitute a pi over 4 instead of x, so a is going to get cancelled with a, and we're going to be left out with pi over 4. So the tangent of pi over 4 is going to give us 1, of course, plus, now a is already taken as a common factor, so we can also substitute a pi over 4 in the secant term. A is going to get cancelled with a, and we're going to be left out with pi over 4. Secant pi over 4 is basically 1 over cosine pi by 4, so that's going to give us 1 over the square root of 2, so that's going to give us the square root of 2 simply. Okay, so we're done with the upper limit. Now we need to substitute the lower limit. So if we substitute 0 in the tangent, that's going to give us 0 minus, because minus is going to get distributed over the whole term. Okay, so if we substitute now 0 in the secant term, that's going to give us 1 over cosine 0, which is 1 basically. A is already taken as a common factor, so that's going to give us 1 here. Okay, so all this is going to be equal to the square root of 6. So this is going to get cancelled with this. Okay, so we're going to be left out with the square root of 2. So this implies that a multiplied by the square root of 2 is going to be equal to the square root of 6. Okay, which implies that a is simply the square root of 6 divided by the square root of 2, which is the square root of 6 divided by 2, which is the square root of 3. And that is the solution to this problem. Okay, let's highlight this. Okay guys, if you like this video, hit like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you for watching, and see you in another video.